Hello, this is Victor and here with a new Age of Sigmar Battle Report. This is the first game of a tournament that we play in a local shop where we were playing small armies. I will go to the list. There was a limiting the size of the armies and basically is making them quite small. But yeah, I think was very interesting. I think was the appropriate size for the time that we have for the games, and was very fun, interesting, and yeah, another great day playing Age of Sigmar at the Games Workshop store in Brussels. So I play, as I say, with my Stormcast Eternals, allied with Sylvaneth, who is with my friend. All elves are dark, and we play this first game against two Bloodbound armies. First of all, I want to give a special thanks to Dieter, because I forgot the memory card in my camera, so I wasn't able to do pictures. So Dieter did the pictures, and the pictures I will use for this battle report are from him. So thank you very much. I really appreciate that, because thanks to that pictures, I'm able to do now the battle report. And let's go to overlays. So from the Stormcast, I play with Lord Castellan, Knight Venator, Retributors, and Judicators. So it's half of my army is close combat and the other half is on distance. And in the other side, my colleague is playing with a Sorcerer, 5 Wolves, 20 Dryads, and a 3-man. As you can see, are quite small armies. There were not limitations of any kind. You can take, if you want, everything heroes. But yeah, we wanted to take something compensated and fun to play. In the front, we have one of the Bloodbounds was composed by a Mighty Lord of Khorne, Blood Secretor, 20 Blood Reavers, and 5 Blood Warriors, and the other group was formed with a Blood Secretor, 20 Blood Reavers, 10 Chaos Warriors, and 10 Blood Letters. Let's go to the deployment and explain a little bit the com and the objective of this game. So here we have one of the units of Blood Reavers. I will say, as a particular thing on this game, we have to hold 2 objectives in the middle of the table, and yeah, it will give these 3 points, victory points, and then we get points for killing units, killing banners, killing heroes, and all this type of stuff. We can, as a house rules, the most important ones is that you can unbind from any distance. You always can unbind. You don't need a sorcerer. And we always alternate turns, so we don't roll for initiative each turn. We just roll for initiative at the beginning of the battle, and we keep the same sequence through the whole game. So here we have the other half of the army, the other unit of 20 Blood Reavers, and the 10 Chaos Warriors, and very at the bottom there are the Blood Letters. Everything is blood here. This is a picture of our deployment. As you can see, it's a standard battle deployment. 12 inches from the border, 24 inches separated one army from the other. And the objective are one is in this tower that you see here in the picture, and the other one is on the battlement that is just close to where the picture was taken. As you can see, we deploy with the Dryads in the middle, and yeah, and then try to use our shooting. And we don't need to rush to close combat. The tactical here is to wait for them to run, try to make some damage in the shooting, and then at the end assault when they are in range. We have to be careful not to hold too much in our deployment area, because we need any way to take the objectives. So we will reinforce one flank with the Retributors and the Castellan. The other flank will have the 3-man and the Dryads. Here another picture of the deployment, and the picture of the deployment of our enemies. As you can see, we have just aligned one against each other in front of each other, ready to go for the battle. And the initiative was taken by the Khorne army. So we go into the turn 1. So you can expect from any Khorne army, they decide to take the initiative and just to rush to the front. to try to close the gap that is separating the both armies as fast as possible, as they don't have anything that can shoot. Here we see all how they advance in the left flank. Here in that flank I have the Judicators trying to make some damage to these Bloodletters. And yeah, and like that is how we finish at the end of the movement. Not much to say, the distance was too high for charging, so we are ready. We were ready to move, and we just move a little bit to the front, just not rushing. We just move a little bit and try to position ourselves to do some shooting. As you can see, I want to do some shooting on the Chaos Army here as well, but the shooting at the end was not very important. I think I did a couple of wounds, so I killed here one Bloodletter, and I did a wound, I think, to one of the Blood Warriors or Chaos Warriors. I don't remember, but quite insignificant, the shooting. Yeah, we consider this a warming up, and nothing else happened. Here we see the subjective view of the Judicators trying to shoot the Bloodletters. And this is a subjective view of the Knight Venator trying to shoot to the Khorne army. And we go into the turn 2, so a very fast turn 1, just moving, positioning, and we didn't want to rush to go into the close combat, to be fair. So in the turn 2, they just advance. I think they tried to declare a charge with the Blood Rivers on my Retributors, but they failed, as the building was adding some distance. They have to go up and down, and we consider that each time that you go up is 3 inches and going down is 3 inches more. So we consider 3 inches just moving one floor up and or down. So yeah, they were too far for assaulting due to the building, and at the end they didn't did any good assault. So we went into our turn. We were very conservative with all the Dryads, and in the middle we didn't want to engage there in the middle. I think there were too many enemies, and the Dryads and the Treemen can be in a problem. So we decided to back up there a little bit, keep shooting to the Bloodletters. We see here another image, just trying to keep the distance. Also, the Treeman didn't want to engage at this moment yet, so we were just trying to be conservative. And only the Retributors went on top of the building, ready to try to assault the Blood Rivers that were on top of the building. So I just moved to the base of the building. I was just now 3 inches away from the Blood Rivers, and then I decided to declare assault. And I assault with the Retributors on the Blood Rivers. And here we see also the Lord Castellan were behind them. I didn't want to engage him in close combat. He was there just to give +1 to armor with the lantern to the Retributors, and in case it's necessary to do 1d3 mortal wounds. I think, yeah, the Lord Castellan against Chaos is very useful, have a double roll. And yeah, and here I just was using him as my general. I have to say that each army has his own general, and they cannot share orders and between the two armies. So I was giving to my army immune to battle shock and adding +1 to armor. So having these guys with +1 to armor on a terrain was making them 2+ armor save. That was quite strong, and be ready to receive all the counter attacks from the Blood Rivers. And as I said, with the Dryads we just back up, and the Treemen also, we didn't want to engage, and we keep a little bit of distances to avoid to engage them too fast into combat. Here we see another subjective view, the gap between the two armies. And here we see the combat. I killed some Blood Rivers. He attacked back. I think he only made 1 wound to me or nothing. I don't think he made any damage. The point is the Blood Rivers get stuck a little bit because there is not many, or they cannot surround me very easily because of the building and the difficulties and to put the Blood Rivers here on the terrain. So this was helping me that I'm completely outnumbered by the Blood Rivers, and in return he did very little damage to me, and I managed to kill some of them, but there is still a big number of Blood Reavers, and it will take me a little bit of time to kill them all, as they are immune to battle shock, because in the previous turn they plant the Blood Secretor banner, so at 18 lynches that from the Blood Secretor, that at this moment are all the units, all the Khorne are immune to battle shock. Here another picture of the combat, and the first charge in that flank with the red, and in the other flank the wolf assault on the Bloodletters, and they kill all except one Bloodletter. Between the shooting, we did another round of shooting on the Bloodletters. I think I killed 4 of them with the shooting, and then he killed another 4, and only one Bloodletter was remaining alive, or something like that. And we go to the turn 3. So the first blood on the battlefield is dropped, and the first assaults were coming from the Order side. So and this is the turn 3, and surprisingly for me, they decided to hold the line there. They didn't rush neither to close combat against the Dryad, so the 3 men. So they decided to hold there the line, and they send the Blood Warriors, and also you see the Mighty Lord of Khorne join the fight against the Retributors. So now the Retributors have to deal with more threats. The other unit of 20 Blood Reavers went to engage with the wolves, try to overload the other flank, and use the Blood Reavers to kill or to saturate the other flank, as it seems that the action is happening more in the middle. And that's all on the movement. And they have planned at this moment the 2 Blood Secretors. As I say, they are independent armies, so each army have to plan their own Blood Secretor if they want to have the immune to, so the +1 attack plus being immune to battle shock. And here we see how the Blood Reavers assault the wolf and kill them all. So the wolf were completely overrun by the Blood Reavers. Here we see the Blood Reavers positioning, and now the Judicators have a big number of Blood Reavers in front to deal with. On the other side, the Retributors were doing an excellent job. They kill, I think at this moment, they kill all the Blood Reavers on that flank, and they start engaging with the Mighty Lord of Khorne. And because they are on this building, they still have a good armor save. And in the next turn, in my turn, I just use the power of the lantern to scratch these 3 more mortal wounds on the Mighty Lord of Chaos, plus the mortal wounds that I do in close combat. I think at this moment the Mighty Lord of Chaos is almost dead. So they are going to be good in trying to kill characters. I focus more of the attacks on the Blood Reavers. I want to clean up the Blood Reavers, and now in my next turn I will be able to concentrate my attacks on the Mighty Lord of Khorne. And here we have at the end of the battle how everything is positioned, and it's looking quite good for the Retributors. You see that the Lord Castellan took the objective, is behind the Retributors, trying to using the Retributors to protect the Lord Castellan, and they are ready now to assault on the Mighty Lord of Khorne. And here we also decide to advance and to do at this moment a frontal charge and assault with everything onto the chaos. So also the Dryads and the 3 men went there to engage in the combat. We did here the shooting, nothing special here, just some shooting. I just back up the unit. I don't want to engage them in close combat. Just trying to gain time to wait for the Dryads to come here and support the Judicators. So at the end of our turn, we declare assaults. The Dryads missed assault, The 3-man didn't miss. The 3-man assault at the same time the Blood Warriors and the Chaos Warriors. He used the Stomp. The Chaos Warriors have difficulties to heal. They have -1 to hit the 3-man. At the end they get engaged. I don't know if the 3-man lose 1 or 2 wounds. But the good news is that the Retributors just dish out the Mighty Lord of Khorne, and now the Retributors are ready to try to combat here in the middle of the elites. So we are going to have the 3-man and our Retributors against the Blood Warriors and the Chaos Warriors, and the Mighty Lord of Khorne at this moment is dead. And we are ready to go to the turn 4. The turn 4 is going to be the last one because we were running out of time. Yeah, we go here the turn 4, last one of the battle. This was announced that we will only have 5 minutes to finish the 2 turn 4s, 1 for each side. Yeah, and I have to say that this is the last picture I have of the battle, but this is not the end of the battle. As you can see here, the Retributors have killed the mighty Lord of Khorne. Now they were engaged with the Blood Warriors. They also killed the Blood Warriors at the end of the battle between the 2 turns 4, the enemy and our turn 4. The 3-man just get engaged with all these Chaos Warriors. We didn't manage to kill them, and we get engaged there in the middle. But as you can see, the Lord Castellar is on the battlement and he's controlling the objective. So we get this objective, these 3 points. And on the other objective that was on the tower was claimed at the beginning by the Blood Rivers. So the Blood Rivers decide not to assault the Judicators and decide to go for the objective that is in the tower. In our turn, we concentrate all the shooting on that we can on the Blood Rivers, and then the Dryads just assault and kill them all. So we managed to claim the 2 objectives at the end. The Dryads at the end killed the unit of 20 Blood Rivers. They did a good job there. We have to say that we decided to attack first with the Dryads, and then they returned attacks with the Chaos Warriors onto the 3-man. And then I attacked with the Retributors and I dish out the the Blood Warriors. So it was quite a contundent victory from the Order side. Was very interesting. Again, thanks a lot to Dieter for making these pictures and sharing these pictures with me. That allows me to do this small battle report. I hope you find this interesting, and yeah, it was very fun. So please like if you like it, comment, let me know what do you think about this battle report. And as I said, it's a victory for the Order, and we start with a good mood the tournament, but now we go to the next round. And please, if you want to support this channel, if you want to help me on taking better stuff, having better equipment for future, I have also some ideas for support the channel, and I can do tutorials personalized. If I have the right support, I can personalize the tutorials to the needs of the people. So yeah, if you want to support, you can find a link in the description below to go to the Patreon and support this channel. I will keep doing the content anyway if I don't have any support there. And that's all. As usual, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this battle. Please like, comment, subscribe if you don't subscribe it. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.